Students, today I am going to start second chapter of economics. People as resources. The chapter People as Resources is an effort to explain population as an asset for the economy rather than a liability. Population becomes human capital when there is investment made in the form of education, training and medical care. In fact, human capital is the stock of skill and productive knowledge embodied in them. People as resource is a way of referring to a country's working people in terms of their existing productive skills and abilities. Looking at the population from this productive aspect emphasizes its ability to contribute to the creation of the gross national product. Like other resources, population also is a resource. जिस प्रकार से अन्य संसाधन होते हैं उसी प्रकार से जनसंख्या भी एक संसाधन है, a human resource. This is the positive side of the large population that is often overlooked when we look only at the negative side. हम जनसंख्या अधिक होने को निगेटिव साइड में देखते हैं कि बहुत अधिक जनसंख्या हो गई है, कैसे उसका भरण पोषण होगा, लेकिन उसका पॉजिटिव साइड भी है कि अगर पॉपुलेशन वेल एजुकेटेड है और वह देश की उन्नत करेगा, अपने समाज की उन्नत करेगा और अपनी भी उन्नत करेगा, इस प्रकार से वह एक रिसोर्स कहलाएगा. Considering only the problem of providing the population with food, education and access to health facilities, when the existing human resource is further developed by becoming more educated and healthy, we call it human capital formation that aids to the productive power of the country, just like physical capital formation. Investment in human capital through education, training, medical care yields a return just like investment in physical capital. This can be seen directly in the form of higher incomes earned because of higher productivity of the more educated or the better trained persons, as well as the higher productivity of healthier people. Not only do the more educated and the healthier people gain through higher incomes, society also gains in other indirect ways because the advantages of a more educated or a healthier population is spread to those also who themselves were not directly educated or given health care. In fact, human capital is in one way superior to other resources like land and physical capital. Human resource can make use of land and capital, and land and capital cannot become useful on its own. For many decades in India, a large population has been considered a liability rather than an asset. But a large population need not be a burden for the economy. It can be turned into a productive asset by investment in human capital. The two following cases illustrate how people can try to become a more productive resource. In the two case studies, we saw Sakal went to school and Vilas did not go. Sakal was physically strong and healthy. There was no need for him to visit the doctor frequently. Vilas was a patient of arthritis. He lacked the means to visit the doctor. Sakal acquired a degree in computer programming. Sakal found a job in the private firm while Vilas continued with the same work as his mother. He earned a meager income like his mother to support a family. In the case of Sakal, several years of education aided to the quality of labor. This enhanced his total productivity. Total productivity aids to the growth of the economy. This is turn pays an individual through salary or in some other form of his choice. In case of Vilas, there could not be any education or health care in the early part of his life. He spends his life selling fish like his mother. Henceforth, he draws the same salary of unskilled laborer as his mother. Investment in human resource can give high rates of return in future. This investment on people is the same as investment in land and capital. A child too, with investment made on her education and health, can yield a high return in future in the form of higher earnings and greater contribution to the society. Educated parents are found to invest more heavily on the education for their child. जो पढ़े लिखे लोग होते हैं, शिक्षित परिवार होते हैं, वे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पैसे अपने बच्चों की पढ़ाई में खर्च करते हैं. This is because they have realized the importance of education for themselves. They are also conscious of proper nutrition and hygiene. They accordingly look after their children's need for education at school and good health. A various cycle is thus created in this case. जो समझदार पढ़े लिखे अभिभावक होते हैं वो अपने बच्चों की पढ़ाई लिखाई, उनके स्वास्थ्य और उनकी शिक्षा पर विशेष ध्यान देते हैं. A virtuous cycle is thus created in this case. In contrast, a vicious cycle may be created by disadvantaged parents who themselves uneducated and lacking in hygiene keep their children in a similarly disadvantaged state. Okay, students, I hope you have understood this topic. Okay, thank you very much.